Operating a commercial facility requires protective gear in massive quantities. Facility managers must constantly navigate the tension between a lean operating budget and high volume consumption. For decades, natural rubber latex was the standard solution. But because the proteins in the raw material cause severe allergic reactions for up to 6% of the population, the industry had to pivot. The shift accelerated significantly in 2017 when the FDA banned powdered latex gloves in medical and dental fields to protect patients. Today, bulk purchasers rely on two primary latex-free alternatives: nitrile, which is a synthetic rubber blend, and vinyl, which is made from polyvinyl chloride, or PVC. Choosing between them forces a difficult trade-off. One offers intense structural durability at a premium price, while the other is highly affordable but physically fragile. Selecting the wrong material can leave a manager over-investing in heavy-duty gear for simple tasks, or risking cross-contamination when a lighter glove fails during a deep clean. To resolve this purchasing dilemma, we will answer the four most common questions regarding durability, food safety, chemical resistance, and true cost. Optimizing a facility's purchasing strategy requires abandoning the idea of a single universal glove. We start with physical durability. Which glove provides better puncture resistance for heavy-duty tasks? Nitrile's tight, elastic molecular bonds absorb pressure from a sharp point without breaking, providing 3 to 5 times the puncture resistance of vinyl. In contrast, vinyl's PVC molecular structure is rigid, making the material extremely brittle when pressurized. Because of this inherent weakness, vinyl easily rips around the fingers during rough debris removal, or when a worker is handling sharp items like poultry bones and shellfish. If your staff is dealing with sharp objects or heavy mechanical friction, nitrile is mandatory to maintain a safe physical barrier. Moving to culinary environments, operators need to know if vinyl gloves are safe for commercial food handling. Vinyl is NSF certified and creates an adequate physical barrier that meets basic health code requirements. It functions perfectly well for dry, low-risk, short-duration work, like rapidly assembling a sandwich or plating food at the front of the house. Contact with raw meat or heavy animal fats causes PVC to rapidly degrade, risking shedding microscopic plastic particles directly into the food. Vinyl provides safe coverage for dry assembly, but handling oily or high-risk proteins requires the chemical stability of nitrile to prevent food contamination. Beyond the kitchen, facilities rely on heavy sanitation. Which material survives harsh facility chemicals like bleach, ammonia, and commercial degreasers? When exposed to strong oxidizers and industrial disinfectants, vinyl breaks down almost immediately, losing its structural integrity and becoming permeable. Relying on vinyl for deep cleaning cycles puts your staff at risk of severe skin irritation and potential chemical burns as the liquids seep through the compromised plastic. This timeline bar chart compares chemical exposure. Vinyl fails in minutes against bleach, while nitrile's dense structure withstands oxidizers for hours. For intense janitorial duties, upgrading to a 6 to 8 ml nitrile glove maximizes that barrier duration. When handling hazardous cleaning agents, nitrile is the only material robust enough to ensure compliant staff protection. All of this leads to the ultimate question for purchasers: how do these gloves compare in bulk cost per use? Vinyl is appealing because it requires very little upfront capital, often costing just $5 to $8 per box. Plotting upfront cost against replacement frequency reveals a contrast. Vinyl is inexpensive, but its high tear rate forces constant replacement. Nitrile requires a higher initial investment, but its durability minimizes glove changes. Over an 8-hour shift, the volume of wasted vinyl rapidly outpaces nitrile's premium price. Failures generate hidden operational costs: time wasted at the dispenser, constantly interrupted staff workflows, and resanitizing after a tear. Vinyl wins on the initial purchasing spreadsheet, but nitrile drives down the total cost of ownership for demanding tasks. Mapping these material realities onto a daily operation provides a clear blueprint for facility managers. Looking at this split-screen scorecard, the most effective approach is a dual inventory strategy. You deliberately match the exact material to the right workstation. Managing two distinct types of gloves requires a slightly more complex inventory system, but it maximizes both staff safety and your overall budget. This facility floor plan flowchart illustrates the vinyl zones. Assign PVC specifically to the front of house, light dusting stations, and quick plating areas. Supplying these high-turnover, low-risk stations with vinyl saves significant money on quick tasks. Then outline your nitrile zones.
Reserve your 5 to 6 ml nitrile exclusively for dishwashing, raw protein prep, and janitorial deep cleans. Paying the premium price at these specific stations guarantees protection from heavy chemicals and prevents structural tears that lead to cross-contamination. By segmenting your purchasing strategy, you eliminate the hidden costs of torn PPE, protect your bottom line, and maintain strict health code compliance.